You are listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast. This is the place where content creators come to learn how to create profitable content that positions themselves as an authority and grows their online businesses. Get ready to take your content to a whole new level with your host, Kristen Poborski.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Kristen Poborski, and today I'm here to share a brand new content creation framework that I know will help you create consistent content creation. Not only just get you into creating content, but creating content that helps you build your business. Okay. So if you're a coach, a content creator, a course creator, a healer, even a therapist who wants to get their voice out in the world and is struggling with finding the time, finding the motivation, finding the right words, then this episode is for you. So let's start this out with a little game or a little story. Picture this. It's your time that you've scheduled on your calendar to create some content. I know I do that every single week myself, but instead of procrastinating, feeling overwhelmed, you sit down with confidence, knowing exactly what you're going to create and how you're going to do it. And in an hour, not even that long, because with AI now, it can take you only minutes. You've created a powerful piece of content that will attract your ideal clients, showcase your expertise, move them closer to wanting to work with you. Is in a way that will grow your business. Sound impossible? It's not. But here's the truth. If you're like most of us, and myself included, you're stuck in the content creation struggle right now. Constantly stopping and starting your content efforts, never getting the momentum you need, and feeling guilty about your inconsistency while watching the experts in your industry consistently show up while you struggle to get started, or you might be stopping and starting and stopping and starting, and you're not showing up consistently. The problem really isn't your ability. That's the good news. It's really about your approach. You need a method that's going to make your consistency inevitable. I share this all inside my Content to Cash Machine framework, and I call this simple framework that I teach inside of my course and in my master classes the content momentum method. And I created it because I have this problem. My clients have the same problem, and so do my students. It's so that you can have three things happen. You'll stop overthinking the content creation. You'll start building unstoppable momentum. And as a result, when you show up consistently with content, whether it is a podcast, a YouTube, a weekly email to your list, or just a piece of content that you're using inside of a marketing funnel, your business will start to grow systematically. And here's how this content, I'm going to just dive in and share this with you. So you might want to grab a piece of paper and a pen and take some notes. So here's how it transforms sporadic content creation into a consistent business building habit. And that's like the key right there, to quit going sporadically and start building this habit so that it becomes easier and easier every week. You see it on your calendar, you're like, I got this. All right. So the framework really is three parts. It's called the pick, the plan, and the perform. These are the three parts to what I'm sharing with you. So it really starts with this. You're going to want to pick a foundation for success. So what does that mean? Well, everybody tries to figure out how to do this themselves, and they don't even get started because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. They don't have a framework or a system that they're using every single day. And when you do pick someone that you learn this from, you follow their system, You eliminate the guesswork and guarantee results faster. You're not creating a new path. You're following a mapped route to success. So you want to pick a proven content creation system, follow someone who is already achieving your goals, and stop reinventing the wheel and trust the process that's working for other people. And the key right here is really sticking to one strategy. Pick one and keep to it. Don't blend a bunch of them in there. No jumping between a bunch of methods or second guessing your approach. Okay? You just got to pick one. That's like the first step. Okay? Once you do that, you're well on your way to creating content momentum. 2, the second part is the plan part. This is where you build a non-negotiable schedule, right? Random action produces random results. And the thing is, I know that if I don't put it on my calendar, it doesn't get done. How about you? Do you put content creation on your calendar, even though you know it's one of those things that you want to be doing in your business, that you should be doing in your business because you see everyone else doing it and getting results? Well, it's got to go on your calendar and it's got to be a non-negotiable. Just like those coaching sessions, the client meetings, prospecting, and all it takes is 10 minutes to create that piece of content, especially when you know what to say inside your content, which we teach inside our content to cash machine framework. There's a simple framework that you follow so that you create content that gets people wanting to work with you. And it's simple as this. You want to align your content with what you're doing. You want to know who your avatar is, and then you have a framework, just like I'm teaching you right here. Everybody has a framework. I'm sure you do have one in your business. You may know what it is. You may not be. So instead of creating content that teaches and goes through things 1, 2, 3, 4, you start talking about your framework and you start talking about your results, your personal results, stories about people that you've helped. That is the key right there. And when you start using frameworks in your content and you start performing and showing up, that will change everything. And I kind of skipped ahead here because really performing is what builds your momentum, right? So back to the planning, you want to block out time. You want to treat it like VIP client meetings. You never cancel your content commitment. You wouldn't do that for your clients. So why are you doing it in your business, right? It's important. And create a distraction-free focus time for your content creation. Okay, so let's go back to that performance. That's the third part. Showing up. This is your momentum builder. This is where you take those 3 parts that I just talked about and put them into action, right? So you want to show up at the scheduled time without fail. You want to focus on progress over perfection. You're going to start out, you might not be perfect. Don't delete it. Put it up there. Sometimes, in the case of my clients, they have like the oldest videos. And here's a good one. Todd Krieger created this video back in 2015. It's called 7 Signs That You Came from a Dysfunctional Family. That has gone on to almost 600,000 views. And it still gets thousands of views every single month. It's not one of his best pieces of content, but for some reason, people have related to it and it has built momentum over the time. It's gotten people to pick up the phone, all of that. But if he sat down and thought, oh, I don't know if this is good enough and didn't delete it, think about the opportunity he would have wasted, right? So don't overthink your content. You want to just go with it, publish it. You're going to learn from it. Some of my pieces of content, even I do now, are not the best pieces of content, but I put them out there anyway. And it sometimes surprises me how well they do. Even the ones I think are super great, those may not be perfect. They may not be what my audience wants to hear from me, but I go and publish them anyways. I learn from the good, the bad, and the ugly. And trust me, I've got a lot of ugly videos that I created when I first started out. But it really comes down to building that muscle. So when you start doing the performance, this is where your momentum builder is. You're going to find that you're going to get better and better and better. And you will learn from what you're doing so that next time you can get a little bit better. And that's what builds the momentum. And you're showing up for your audience, whether they're on YouTube, a podcast, Facebook, your blog, and your list. This is how you stay top of mind and you build your audience. So let your momentum carry you forward so that you can stay top of mind and build your content creation habit through that repetition. Each time you show up, you're not just creating content, you're building a stronger business. So if you want to learn more about this and my content to cash machine framework, I teach it all inside my content amplifier masterclass, which I hold every single week. And you can find the link down in the notes right below. Go check it out and sign up and join us, because I've got all kinds of great tips on how to use AI to build your content. It's called the AI Content Amplifier Masterclass. And I show you how to automate your business. Not even just that, but even the messaging that goes inside your content is another piece that I teach inside of there. So what I want you to do today is start building that habit, your content creation momentum, and show up every single week in your business so that and create a piece of content. Just take little steps. Just create it. And if you need help, join me in the Content Amplifier Masterclass.
You've been listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, where content creators go to learn how to take their content creation to the next level. If you love the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give us a review on iTunes. Until next time.